Hi, sorry about that. So hi. Hello, I'm back. I'm here to show some love. I was with my daughter the time I did the last video, and she told me I have a bad habit of talking to myself. So hi. So my daughter, the last time I was with her on the video, when I usually come on live, I usually go ahead and start talking even when there's nobody. And she told me I have a bad habit of talking to myself. So anyway, so I keep on saying hi and keep on talking. So my daughter Ashley brought me some big G from home, and I was craving them, so I stuffed two in my mouth, and some of them got caught in my mouth, so I had to take a break and go take them out so I don't be a gum head when I'm talking to you guys. So I'm here, I'm refreshed, I'm alive, I'm blessed beyond measure. I don't even know how or what I can say about today. It's the day that the Lord has made. I think I'm rejoicing in it. Hi Isaac. Hi Jatona. Hi Carol. Again, hi everybody. I can see you. Yeah, so sorry, I still have the gum and I'm trying to get the gum out. So anyway, today is just a day of loving on you guys because I have had so much love in the last couple of days. I don't even know. I usually pray for you guys that God may keep on, blessing you and keep on meeting you at your place of need, because you show so much love to me, and sometimes I don't even think that I deserve it. So I'm home. I did a video when I was at the hospital. I was hospitalized over the weekend. I stayed there until Monday. Monday was a holiday, so I did not miss a day of work. So I came home at around 4 p.m. on Monday, went to work on Tuesday, went to work Wednesday, Thursday, and today is Friday, and I am blessed beyond measure. And the reason I do that is because you have to push yourself beyond what somebody else can do for you. So I try to push myself. I try to do things that I think are undoable, and it's just not, like right now I know I'm tired. I feel tired. I actually just got home. I had a long day at work, but I feel very tired. But it doesn't affect the way I feel about, like just getting up and going. Sometimes it's called the power of your mind. And I like to thank you, Isaac. So sometimes it's the power of your mind, and I like to imagine things that are beyond imaginable. I know how not to push my body beyond, but I also feel like if I stayed in bed all week and took the week off, I think I'll be worse than I would have been when I take my mind off when I go work. So that is why I go to work, because it's like therapy for me. It's just like my mind does not think about how my body is feeling because I'm busy. And when it does, my bag is a pharmacy. It's a pharmacy, so I have my meds with me, so I take them when I'm there. So I was coming to pass on loves and to pass love on to you guys and just let you know that I'm okay. I know there was so much love, overwhelming love. I was not able to return each and everyone's message, or I was not able to do that because it was just so much and there was so much going on at that time. So why was I in the hospital, you may ask? So I had started IK amekuwa designer. Yeah, he started designing hospital gowns. It better be fitting, it better be beautiful. If you're gonna fix a hospital gown that I can wear, it better be sassy. It has to be something I can wear and not show my butt. It has to be something I can it has to be something I can wear and I can lift my arms up and it doesn't like flip over my head. Like, seriously speaking, with that hospital gown, you're taking me to the hospital gowns chronicles. You. Okay. I went to bed to I went to pick something on the floor that day when I was at the hospital, and the gown went just like over my head, and I thank God I was alone. But it just went, because if I don't know, for those people who have been in a hospital gown, if you tie it on the back and then you lay back down, it's very uncomfortable. If you untie it, then you bear everything. So but if IK is thinking about designing a new one, all right, let's see what you come up with. And it has to be something that has to be, nice fitting. It's not open on the back. It's not open all the way in the back. Doesn't have an open pocket, or stuff like that. Like when you sleep wrong, then your stuff gets spill out, stuff like that. So anyway, the power of prayer. I survived Saturday night because somebody somewhere prayed. My blood pressure was in the 60s and the 70s on Saturday. So somebody prayed somewhere, and I know a lot of you are praying for me, and for me to take that for granted, I cannot be able to take that for granted. I was in a lot of pain. That comes with any autoimmune disease. I was swollen. They did not even the ER did not, when I went to the hospital the first time, they did not even want to know. They did not even want to dig. They were like, just let me call the specialty in this department. We are just going to admit you. And I thank God that I went to the hospital when I did, because I don't know what I would have done if my blood pressure dropped to the 60s or the 70s when I was at home by myself or with my daughter. I think that would have been more worse than better, but I am okay. So chronic illnesses, sometimes we don't know what to expect, and when we don't, and at times we try to push ourselves. Like I know I'm notorious for this. I try to push myself way beyond the days that I should have gone to the hospital. I know I started complaining about my body feeling iffy that Monday, but I did not go to the hospital until that Saturday. So, it's something that I am learning, to just listen to my body and try to act, because I think the way my body changes, or the bodies of people with autoimmune diseases changes, or the bodies for people who have autoimmune diseases or chronic illness change very, very fast, and you can end up in a lot of trouble if you don't listen to your body. But I'm still learning. You remember my daughter said one time I was low-key hard-headed. Yes. So by the time I went to the hospital, I was very, very, very dehydrated. My blood pressure was very, very low. I was totally inflamed. I was in a lot of pain. And it took them so long to bring everything back to almost normal. I was very anemic. My hemoglobin is still dropping. I had a pseudo obstruction, so my body is telling me that I have an obstruction, a bowel obstruction, but I actually don't have one. So my body behaves like I still do have an obstruction. So I kind of have to listen to my body. It's something that is very, very hard for us human beings to do. And it's something that I'm learning to actually do now. It's like, if my daughter did not tell me, hey, Mom, I think you should go to the hospital today. Like, if she didn't tell me that on Saturday, I don't think I would still have gone. But she was wise enough to push me to a point of, okay, let me go. if there's nothing going on, then they're gonna just send me home, and I'm glad that I'm okay. So yeah, I'm okay. I'm back to work. I worked that Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and today's Friday. Yay! And I get to come back to my lovely bed because this is where I chill. And so when I say, like I try to, and I can see each one of you, James, Sabuga, Anthony, Wilston, Henry, and Carol, Ian. I can see everybody, Chris, I can see everybody. So when I try to say, cast your burdens unto the Lord because he cares for you, I mean exactly that. Because, oh my gosh, sometimes when we don't even know what to tell God, sometimes when we don't even know what to say in a prayer, sometimes when we want to say something, sometimes we're just crying and talking to God and just, being there in his presence, and you're just out of words because of what you're going through. And at that moment, God hears you. And at that moment, God delivers you. And at that moment, he answers your prayers. I'm not going to say that he's going to answer them like directly to that, but I know that God listens to us. And I'm so thankful that so many of you are, praying for me, and, it's overwhelming to know that whether I'm in a bad situation, that some people are actually interceding on my behalf, because I was not able to do that Saturday night. I was feeling like I was just floating. Like I would turn my head and I would feel like I was so, like, it was a weird feeling. I know the nurse was there by my bedside almost all night on Saturday because they could not get the blood pressure up. But I also know that she could not have done that by herself. There has to be somebody interceding for me, and all of you are doing that, because I know that because of the overwhelming love and support that I saw. So for that, I am very, very, very thankful. So just want to say, I'm learning a lot from you. I really enjoy watching you. Oh, thank you. I have something new going on where my body is rejecting my medication. I've never heard of that. What medication is that you're rejecting? And have you talked to your rheumatologist? Have you talked to your doctor? You have to communicate every change that is going on in your body with the doctor as soon as you can. Because sometimes it's not, when your body is rejecting some medications, it's time for you to change that medication to another one. I know when I first was diagnosed with lupus, I know I was started on chemo, and then they went to another one called Imuran, and then went back to methotrexate, and then from methotrexate they went to Cellset. So you kind of have to know. You kind of have to talk to your doctor. They have to do labs. They have to see what is working for you. Whatever might work for me might not work for somebody else. And that is the thing about autoimmune disease. It's like they are unpredictable. So imagine I did not know that you can have so much pain that you become numb to pain. Like you're feeling so much pain, you're swollen, you're feeling so much pain, but now you're just like whatever. Like I was at that point. Actually that was Saturday. Okay, so long as you see your doctor and so long as you're telling your doctor what is going on, Jatona, everything shall be okay. So just hang in there. Just keep on fighting. We are not quitters. Nobody quits. It's not just for the illnesses. I usually say this. I don't always say keep on moving for illnesses. We have people, and I can see you, Carol. We have people doing multiple things or trying multiple things or indulging in multiple things, and they are praying for that breakthrough. So when I say that I cannot quit because I have this illness, I'm also telling you the person that is going through something else. And I usually list your education, your marriage, your children, whatever you're interceding for, whatever you're telling God, whatever you have. Thank you. Let me reposition, So whatever you're whatever you're talking to God about, whatever your situation is, if I cannot quit, then I can say you don't quit either. Most of the time we are praying, we are telling God, we are talking to God, and we just there telling God our needs, and He answers us, and He listens to us, and all that. But He's not going to answer us at our time. He doesn't do it at our time. It's at His speed, with His plan, at His time. We don't dictate when God wants to answer our prayers. And I remember there's a time I was talking in the morning, and I think, like the way I'm too lazy to do the morning dose of encouragement, but there's a day I was talking about, sometimes God wants to delay that answer because He thinks, or He has something better for you. So sometimes we give up hope, but yet God has something better in the horizon for us. So you cannot just give up just because you think it's taking too long. Just because I think the healing is taking too long cannot make me give up. Thank you, Carol. Yes, Jatona. Keep on holding on. You can't give up. So you cannot give up hope just because you think it's taking long. And you cannot quit just because you think, it's not going to work. So keep on pushing. So I remember, I talk to my daughter the same way, and I tell her, the time you want to give up on something, that is the time that your breakthrough is almost near. Just when you're almost getting your breakthrough, that is the time somebody feels like you want to give up. And that is the wrong time to give up. So can you imagine if you have come all this way with school, you have done 3.5 years in school, and then the 4th year you just decide to quit? That sounds crazy, right? But even when you're praying to God on other stuff and give up just because it's taking long, but yet you don't know what God has for you in the horizon. We make our plans and God has the last word. So keep on pushing. So that is what I'm doing. That is what I do every day. That is, so long as you keep on moving forward, so long as you keep on, whether you crawl, we are told, whether you crawl, you run, you walk, you don't stay in one position, you keep moving forward. So all I was doing today is coming and thanking you so much, and just loving on you because of the love that you have shown me in the last 1 week. I cannot just ignore that, and just I cannot just ignore that. You guys have shown me a lot of love. I was not able to respond to everybody's post and all that, but that is why I'm here, so that I can tell you I'm still fighting. I'm home, but I'm still fighting. I might lose, Oh, thank you, Jatona. We are here to encourage each other. We are here so that we can go, so that nobody can walk a walk alone, so that we can hold each other's hands and lift each other. Last weekend was me. I was not able to say anything much. I was not able to do anything literally for myself because I was even too dizzy to take myself to the bathroom. They had to keep on coming to hold me and take me to the bathroom. Those things that your dignity is out of the window, but you're trusting in the process. I had to trust in the process and trust that I'm going to get well to a point that I can come back here and tell you that this is what the Lord has done. So we cannot keep hiding the little blessings or the blessings that God is giving unto us and putting them under. We have to come back and tell people, this is what the Lord is doing. This is what the Lord has done for me. This is what the Lord is going to continue to do for me. Because we have to believe that He who is able to do that much more is able to do this for our lives. So on Saturday, I was not able to do much for myself. On Sunday, I was not able to do so much for myself. But Sunday evening, I was able to do much more for myself. They were not going to discharge me until probably the end of this week because I was still on IV steroids. But I sat there in my bed on Sunday, and I was just, just telling God, I want to go home. I missed my bed. And I was like, and they are telling me, and you're malnourished. I know I don't look malnourished, but my labs were saying otherwise. And I could only eat 5 things from that hospital menu, and I did not like 4 of them. So I was just eating oatmeal and yogurt and tea, because everything else gave me nausea or did not taste, it was not very well tasting. So I bargained, and I bargained with my nurse. And I was like, "Hi, Mom." I bargained with my nurse and I said, "You guys are keep on giving me Ensures. You want me to drink the Ensures, but I think my nutrition might be better if I went home." But she was like, "But you're on IV steroids. You can't have those at home. You're on IV steroids until we are going to keep you here until you're ready to go see your rheumatologist at the office." So they were going to discharge me today so that I can take prednisone by mouth today, tomorrow, and Saturday, and then go see my rheumatologist on Monday. But I bargained, and I told them, I think I'm not gonna do well nutrition-wise if I'm here. I wanted to talk to my rheumatologist and see whether they can change my steroids so that I can be able to go home, because I feel like I'm gonna do better at home. But when I was doing that, I was just like, "God, I can't take one more day of this place. I know I miss home. I want to go, I want to go back to my normal routine. I don't want to be on this bed." And I know for a fact that, your will will be done, but this is a long shot. And the nurse was like, "Okay, page the doctor." The doctor was like, "Okay, she's not promising. She will see." And later on, at around 3 p.m. around 2 p.m., 1 p.m.-ish, they called me and told me they can be able to switch. Actually, the doctor called me in the room before even the nurse knew that I was being discharged. So I was just being very thankful. I was like, "Oh, if you have ever been in a hospital bed, it's the most uncomfortable bed you can ever be in." And then the previous day, because I could not do anything, my best friend Sarah came and gave me a shower. So I was not very stinky. But I needed more than that. I needed the comfort. I needed the comfort of my bed, and I needed to be able to go blend whatever I have to blend my smoothies just the way I want them, or harass Ashley, my daughter, for tea. I was not even getting tea over there. I was getting depressed because we Kenyan love our tea, and I was not getting. I had to low key tell one of the techs, "Do you guys have milk?" She's like, "Yeah." "Do you have tea bags?" She's like, "Yeah." "Do you have sugar?" She's like, "I think." I said, "Okay, now I want to send you. Go bring me the tea bag, boil the milk, put it in the microwave in a cup, and make sure that it's very, very hot." She's like, "No, I can't do that. That is a scalding, whatever. I said, "Please." She laughed and she was like, "Okay, but I'll go bring me the tea bag and the whatever." So she went and got me whatever I asked for, and she came. And then she saw me dip it in there. She's like, "You wanted tea? You drink tea like that?" I was like, "Yeah." I was dying to drink. I was dying to be home. But I feel like for me, it's therapeutic to go back to a routine. I do better when I have a routine. I do better when I'm in a routine, and when I'm working, when my mind is not thinking how sick I am or what could have happened if my blood pressure dropped to the 60s or the 70s when I'm at home, or all that pain or all that inflammation. Chronic illness, autoimmune disease, comes with a lot of pain. I'm talking about lupus, rheumatoid arthritis, psoriatic arthritis, or whatever it is. All those comes with a lot of pain. Fibromyalgia. So when I asked the doctors, because I was being seen by a cardiologist, rheumatology, and family, and GI. For that short period of time I was in the hospital, all those doctors came and saw me. So I do not have, hi Irene, I do not have a peristalsis. Hi everybody, I can see each one of you. I do not, like the way your food is pushed down, I do not have those sphincter muscles, do not push my food down that way. So that part of swallowing is gone, like gone. They cannot do anything to fix it. I'm not oblivious about it. We are doing okay with that. That is all I'm going to say about that. So because I don't have peristalsis, because my sphincter muscles are not working, my food goes by gravity. So what happens is, and that is caused by scleroderma. I have an autoimmune disease called scleroderma. So what that does is that the food goes very, 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 very slowly down to the large intestine and to get wasted out. So it stays so long that when I'm eating, like now, by Friday, Saturday, when I eat, I feel like the food is almost like here. And what I would do is like, I would throw up because there's nothing moving. I don't know that the food is not moving because I can't feel it. And I'm only throwing up, and I was thinking, oh my gosh, what is going on? But it's because now I'm having intestinal, like a pseudo obstruction. And then I was having small bowel bacterial overload because the food has been in the stomach for too long. And so now I was throwing up, so I was very dehydrated because I was throwing up a lot. And then that dropped my blood pressure because I was very dehydrated. So it dropped my blood pressure. And the pain was because of the inflammation, because I have fibromyalgia. But they also told me I have something called myofascial pain syndrome. It's where probably the pain is coming from here because of the fibromyalgia, but it's being deflected in different places in the muscles. So it like wastes your, it makes your muscles like very, 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 very painful. So that is what was going on. So I was like crunching in pain and just, I was in a lot of pain. And I went there and my daughter was like, Mom, did you know you are flirting with that nurse? I was like, no. Open face, like, no. And she's like, yeah, you are. But they gave you medication. And when they gave you medication, 20 minutes later, you are flirting with a nurse. I did not even realize that. But who cares? I was not in pain and I did not feel anything at that point. They gave me Dilaudid. I went out. So it's not the pain. And at that point, even when I cleared out of that Dilaudid, I did not want to take any more pain medication because I was like, I am a control freak, so I want to know what is going on, even in my worst case scenario. And I don't want, like, now my daughter to tell me you are flirting with that handsome male nurse without me knowing that I was actually doing it, which is normal, but I want to know that I'm actually doing it, not just flirt with a handsome male nurse when I'm medicated on pain medication. Oh, thank you, Irimo. So yeah, so I'm just here sharing. And the reason I do the sharing, the reason I come here and talk to you guys, and you can ask me any question. Today, I don't even have anything on my agenda. I don't even have a script. I'm going off script. But I felt like I just needed to come and, share the love and appreciate the love that I have got and, just be with you and share. So you can ask me anything and I'll answer. So that is what happened. So I don't think I took any other pain medication after that. I don't think I took any other pain medication, even if I knew I was in all that pain, just because I wanted to be in control of my situation and just because my daughter had told me I was flirting, which is not a bad thing to do, but you don't want to flirt with a 20-some-year-old anyway, without knowing that you're actually, making a fool out of yourself. Anyway, so I stayed without pain medication for the whole time I was in the hospital, except for I take Cymbalta and they give me Cymbalta for neuropathic pain because I have fibromyalgia and I cannot take the strong pain medication when I'm going to work. So that works very well for me. I take it at night. That's it. I also take Lyrica because of fibromyalgia. That I take it at night. It works very good for me. And that's that. So I do not take the strong medication during the day. And because now my blood pressure was also dropping, even if I was in so much pain, they could not give me anything because they were afraid that if them. No, yeah. Well, Wairimo. This nurse is the one who started, I have a pot. I keep on telling you guys, I have a pot. It's right here. I had surgery. They placed a pot right here. So, yeah. So he's the one who took care of me when I first went there. So he was very empathetic of me. They look at me, they're like, oh my gosh, you're so young. I said, no, I'm not. That's my daughter. Like, that's the way of telling somebody, back off. Like I went there feeling, like I got this. Yeah, the guy was hard. He was, good looking. He was handsome. But I didn't care. At that time, I was like, I'm here to get better, So he started my pot, all that and all that. He's the one who introduced me to the hospital gowns because he's the one who gave me the first hospital gown when I got there. So he took very good care of me. But now they knew I was in a lot of pain, so they have done the test and all that, and then he comes and pushes Dilaudid. And before he pushed it, I asked, which one is stronger, Dilaudid or morphine? He's like, Dilaudid by far. I was like, I have never had Dilaudid before. That's why I asked you how it affects somebody. And I was like, just before, we were talking about that pain medication, I'm like, I don't like the way morphine feels because when I take morphine, it hits my head right here and it feels very, very uncomfortable. And I was like, I don't even know why people like to abuse that medication, but kila nyani, everybody in their own. So in Kikuyu you say kila mtu na punda yake pale anataka. So I was like, if you want to abuse it, you can. But for me, morphine usually comes right here. It's very, very uncomfortable feeling, mostly when it's being pushed on the on the IV. So I asked, does it make me feel like that? And he said, yeah, it might, but it's not as strong as morphine. That is why we chose that, because you're already in a lot of discomfort. So he pushed it, and then he left the room. And I think when he came back, that is when I started flirting with him, because I was high on some Dilaudid. But who cares? He was handsome. I did not even notice I was doing it. My daughter told me. And then God, he went home when I got admitted, because I don't think I could have tried to face him again. But that is that. So yeah, so you have to, like, that is how the chronic illnesses are. It's just like one day you're okay, the other day you're not. But it's what you do when you are at a fix. If you keep on praying, if you keep on believing God, I hold on to hope. I'm being told to taste some food. Ashley is cooking dinner. Holy moly.
You just spilled on yourself.
Because I can't do a spoon like that. Go get me something to wipe myself. So anyway.
Is it a better spoon?
No, it is very good, Ashley. Thank you. Yeah, so anyway. So that is how it is. With chronic illness, you just have to listen to your body. You have to keep on pushing. You have to do what the doctor is telling you to do.
Say hi.
Ashley wants to say hi. Kuja.
Hi guys. Yeah, hi. Who's here?
A lot. I see Jeff Jagem. I see Kira. I see. Say hi. Say hi to Jeff.
Hi, Jeff.
Say hi to Wairimo.
Hi, Wairimo.
Can you pronounce them like you're a Kikuyu? Say hi, Mike.
Hi, Mike. What's up?
Say hi, Isaiah.
Hi.
So Stacy. Yeah, Stacy. And who else can you see?
It's like anytime I get in the camera, more people just join. Because when I came here, you were at 11. Now we're at 15.
Big mouth. So talk to somebody. Say something, Ashley.
I do want to tag after on this video.
Yeah, I tagged you. So what's up?
Oh, nothing. I'm cooking dinner, guys.
What are you cooking?
Beef. stew with ugali and spinach.
Do you know how to cook ugali?
Yes.
She says she knows how to cook ugali. I'll let you know whether it's fully cooked when we are done.
This is coming from the person who's eaten it multiple times.
We'll see.
We'll see. Yeah. You're welcome. I got you guys. Anytime.
So what are you gonna say? What are you saying? So who's sending the angry emojis? Why are they angry? I can make them smile. Hi Janet. Hi Montek. Say hi. You're the one on the video. I'm not.
Hi.
And why are you eating a spoon like a baby? Like a baby. Somebody hijacked. She hijacked my live. So go ahead, talk.
Yeah, because I am the center of attention. Come on now. Hi guys. Yeah, I just wanted to,
Oh, hi Phoebe. Do you remember?
Hi.
Oh, hi Phoebe. Look at Ashley now. Oh my gosh. Look how big this mama is now.
Yeah, this is mama.
No, you're not gonna lay on me. Oh gosh, you're gonna break some bones. You're heavy.
Sorry. That's because of
So that's my daughter. She likes to be a big baby.
I do. Mom, tomorrow can I get my eyebrows done after I get my nails done?
We'll see about that. You little diva.
That's me.
Yeah, so
Hi Tim.
So when I told her to keep me at the hospital over the weekend, when I told her to stay with me at the hospital, there was a very comfortable couch over there. It was comfortable, that's what you said?
Yeah, it was comfortable.
It was comfortable, but you know what she said? I can't stay here. I want to sleep in a real bed.
Oh, wow. I didn't say that. I said, I'm going to go home. And I'll see you tomorrow. And I saw you the next day.
After I begged.
Begging is not the word. We were babysitting. We were waiting for Dulo to come back home. Because he went for a meeting. Yeah.
Why am I shaking? So, yeah. So, I'm here. Ashley is cooking ugali. Spinach and some beef. We'll see how that turns out.
You just tasted my stuff on camera. Stop trying to
yeah, we'll see how that turns out. Mostly the ugali. I'm not worried about spinach or the beef. I just tasted the beef. It was delicious. So,
amen.
But I'm worried about the ugali. So, come on. Yeah. Go make the ugali. I'll be waiting here as I talk. So yeah, hi Irene, hi everybody. So that is my daughter. She likes to come and keep me company when I'm live. I have been told sometimes that my lives last too long, so I'm hoping I'm not boring you guys. But anyway, yeah, so that is how it is. So with chronic illness, as I was saying before Ashley came, is that sometimes it causes a lot of pain. So when you have all that pain, then I don't know, sometimes you just have to bear with it. You have to move, you have to just keep on going with life. So that's where I tell people to push, don't give up, keep on going and keep on praying and try to get a support system. My support system is Ashley. My support system is Ashley. She knows when I need help. She knows, like I didn't even tell her to cook. She just went ahead and just started preparing everything and started cooking and all that. Yeah, like in the morning, she's the one who fixes my smoothie. She just fixes my tea and stuff like that. So yeah, get your support system. It doesn't matter. It's not just for chronic illnesses. That is not all I'm saying. It's just for anything in life. When your kids and the marriage, school, whatever it is, just get your support system and keep on pushing. You can't give up. All right. So I'm gonna leave now here shortly, and I was just coming to pass some love and just thank you guys for being very supportive to me and all that. So I do appreciate you guys, and may God bless you. Thanks. Bye.